Mister, glad to have you today, man, coming down to Gainesville to meet with me. Yeah, I've known you for a few years, and always liked your music. Always felt that you were talented. With my own artist, Burger, being out of the same neck of the woods you are, I know Burger spoken about you and spoken highly, and for him to speak highly says a lot to me, you know.
It mean a lot.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Trust that.
No doubt. I'm looking forward to helping you on your project in a few different ways, but I wanted to make sure we can get into a conversation, open forum, just so the people will have an idea of who you are, what you're about, what you stand for, you know, what's your plans with the music. And although there's definitely a real relationship here, I do want our people that's viewing this to understand that I've been doing this about 13 years now, and I take it very seriously. So rather be a friend or a family member, I take it seriously. It's what I've done for a living, the only thing I've done for a living for the past 13 years. And so I don't cut any corners, and I don't shortchange anything. One of my main things I would have to ask is, first of all, let's kind of tell the people where you're from.
Shit, I'm from Brevard County. I'm actually on the beach side of Brevard County, right over the bridge. Like I was born in South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? But I've been down in the countdown for the majority of my life, so I'm pretty much kicking it out there. You know what I'm saying? I've been all over the county, but I always come back to the beach, man. I like that shit. Good vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's cool. Something South Carolina. For me, I've worked some projects in the South Carolina area. I've worked in the Spartanburg area. I've worked in Sumter, in the Sumter County, Holly Hill, Columbia. I've worked projects all through there, mainly the Blood Raw project. All right, so and how long ago you said you was in Sumter?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was born in there. I only lived there for like a year and a half when I was born there, but I went back in like, I want to say 2006, 2005, 2006. I was on there for like another year, so really I only been there for about 3 years.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely 3-2-1. Florida. Okay, 3-2-1. All right, that's cool. How long have you been doing music? How long have you been doing music? And what I tell artists is that when they talk about how long they've been doing music, everything counts. Because I've asked this question to people, they go, "Well, I was in the 6th grade and I was doing music, but I didn't really get serious till I was about 20." And no, 6th grade does count because it goes towards your craft. You know what I'm saying? Because those are those years that you're building and trying to get to find yourself.
Exactly. Now I've been singing since I was a kid. I used to sing all the time, and like majority, I wasn't really singing my own shit back then. You know what I'm saying? I was just riding around listening to everything else and just pretty much singing along with everything. I sang, music was a big part. I really didn't start like actually making like my own music until I was like 13, 14, which I mean, we used to just do that shit on the bus and at the school lunch tables and shit like that, just freestyling and all that. But when I started actually writing, it was, I mean, I guess, it come around then, 13, 14, you know what I'm saying, started doing so I'm 23 now. It's been about 10 years.
So you got 10 years in, so a decade of doing music. I tell people that sometimes in this business, you never know how long it's going to take for you to get to that point. Have you set a goal for yourself in terms of, where you want to be at a certain time? Have you set a goal? And if so, what is that?
I know I want to be balling before 30. I know that much. But really, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm 23. I'm trying to be somewhere before I'm 25. I still got 2 years, and 2 years is plenty of time to make some moves. So I'm just trying to make everything put in motion, you know what I'm saying? Get my foot in the door and get right, you know what I mean? To be honest with you, my goal is I want to be on an independent tip when it comes down to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to break into, you know what I'm saying, a wide variety of fans, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a lot more than just one certain, you know what I'm saying, fan base. I'm trying to hit, like, I can bring a lot of shit to the table, so I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, use every little bit of things I could do.
Well, a tastemaker is somebody who's had time in the industry, who has a good ear, who knows music, who understand the whole underground movement of music. And I've contacted 5 or 6 of my tastemakers mostly out of Florida, a couple out of Georgia that I actually sent your CD to and asked them to listen to it. And when I reach out to my tastemakers, I never say to them, hey, listen, there's this guy that's really, really good, and I need y'all to check him out. He fine as fuck. I don't get into that. I already have my own thought and my own notion about it, but I don't tell them what I think. I want to see what their reaction are. Yeah. And these people that I usually choose as my tastemakers, I'd say 90% of them are brutally honest. They don't really care if what I say anyway. They're gonna tell me what it is. Yeah, and that's what. And they all said good stuff. Out of the 5, 4 of them said really good stuff, and the 5th one said, he's okay. All right, but 4 out of 5 is a big deal to me. All right, but they all asked the one question, the same question that is, and that was, is he more comfortable as a rapper or more comfortable as a singer? Because you do both of them pretty good, and they kind of want to know which one would you qualify yourself as most.
I mean, to be honest with you, I started off just rapping, you know what I'm saying, without the singing. I mean, my producer, J Dot, actually the one that really got me into singing. But now I can find it to where I can't write a song without making like a singing hook to it or something.
Right,
you know what I mean? So
right.
literally, it's just I'm trying to dip into both of them. You know what I mean? I'm not really trying to be a singer or just be a rapper. I'm trying to pretty much be both of that because I feel like, I mean, why you got to get somebody else to sing chorus for you if you can do it yourself? You know what I'm saying? And you can make it sound good. You might as well run it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say this, me personally. For quite some time, I had a real problem with artists who sung and artists that rap, that did both. T-Pain, who I would definitely classify as somewhat of a friend. I've known him long before the T-Pain that the world knows. I knew him way back with the Nappy Heads era. And when I first heard him do, the song "I'm Sprung," I just thought it was crazy. I thought it was ridiculous. But it shows you that no matter how ridiculous I thought it was a smash single. That sold millions. And you see what happened for him. What a great career he's had as a producer, singing. And the thing about T-Pain was a damn good rapper.
Yeah, I like him.
Really good rapper.
I like his old school rap.
Oh yeah. That's
why I had that rapper turn singer.
Okay. Oh yeah. So when I look at that, I can't help but hope the best for you. And I realize that it can be done. I listen to your CD. I really do like the CD. It's hard for me to like anything. I listen to probably as many as 100 to 150 songs a month. Okay, so rather it's in the form of a whole mixtape or somebody emailing me 3 songs or me getting a CD with 4 songs, you sum it up, I'm gonna be on the average about 150 songs, a month that I listen to, and I try my hardest to listen to every song. Sometimes I'm only able to get through half of it. Maybe I'm gonna get through 3/4 of it, but I get through enough to be able to give feedback. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And some of it's bad enough that I ain't gonna listen to all of it. Okay? And but I at least go into the record or whatever song to send me, trying to find the time to give a person, because I know how important feedback is. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I go back to my own artist Burger. I mean, somebody emailed me a couple of songs one time, and I thought the name was weird, and I was like, who is it? As soon as I listened to the songs, I remember was Where the Love At and I'm Ballin'. And I was like, oh yeah. And
classics right now.
Yeah, and that's what happened from there. What I have to ask is, this is something else that was brought up from the mixtape cover. One of my tastemakers says, he's a white boy, all right? He got dreads, you know what I'm saying? What is he about? What is that image? What's your aim with that image? What you stand for? Because it's not typical to find a white boy with the dreads.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, majority of people ask me, they always ask me, like, you Rastafari, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I never, you know what I'm saying, I just liked it as a hairstyle at first, you know what I'm saying? Right. Now it's like, obviously anybody's ever had dreadlocks before, no, once you grow them, man, there's a part of you now, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's really, you know what I mean, the image, I don't know, my image is what I kind of, you know what I'm saying, slapped together throughout the years, you know what I'm saying, or what I feel like I become, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really aiming for a certain image. But at the same time, like, what I stand for when it comes to music, like I said, I'm just trying to be able to be the reason why people can vibe out. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, like, to me, like, helping people through certain little situations, whether it be a relationship problem or whether it be just kicking it and being able to turn on some music and have a good time, you know what I'm saying, like that. That's pretty much what I'm reaching for, you know what I'm saying, that's my aim at least. You know what I'm saying? The image wise, I never really, you know what I'm saying, thought about the image too much. You know what I mean? Like I never really had.
Well,
like,
let me say this. Let me say this. Some of my friends, females, saw the mixtape cover and thought that you was this rough looking, handsome motherfucker that they like, wait, who this is? I need to meet him. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing, you know. I have to ask this. I'm gonna move. I'm kind of rambling. I'm gonna move around a little bit. Who is your favorite artist? Tech Nine is your favorite artist.
Tech Nine.
Okay. What is it that you like so much about Tech Nine?
But he out the box, man. He completely different from anybody I've ever listened to. He just talk about things that nobody talks about. Not only that, but it's just like, I don't know, whether he right or wrong, he gonna put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Good things, bad things, his demons, his everything that he's got, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna still put it out there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't make anybody or not everybody happy. So
Right.
he's like, I'm gonna put out what I believe is, you know what I'm saying? Me.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, like wear the heart on the sleeve type shit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
gotcha.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I've always, you know what I'm saying, followed his music, you know what I mean? Now he's actually starting to get big.
Right.
And it's crazy because
Yeah.
he's starting to make some
Tech
big
Nine
moves.
movement is out of control. He has a strong movement. I haven't listened to much of his music on a little bit. I don't know a whole lot about him. I know that whoever is handling his marketing, you know, his merchandising,
Oh, yeah. The boys is working.
is definitely working. I do respect him as an artist. Can't say that I'm a fan of the music because I hadn't heard enough of him, but it's interested. That in itself interests me because, you know, you could have said Tupac, you could have said Jay-Z and Notorious B, you could have said Trick Daddy, because Jeezy, T.I., and you say Tech Nine, and that says a lot to me. You know what I mean? When I can ask a person that question, even if they name some of the other guys I just mentioned, when they can add another name like say Tech Nine or something like that, it lets me know just how intricately involved they are with music.
Yeah.
They really got their ear out there with what's going on. You know. My next question would be is if there was a situation where you had a deal on the table, what would you want that deal to be structured like?
See, me personally, I never really I like thinking about it. I just want to make sure I got what's it called, freedom of or creativity.
Yeah, freedom of creativity.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just to make sure I can still do the type of music I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, when it comes to like going into like mainstream forums and shit like that, they kind of like try to, you know what I'm saying, mold you into something. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, I'm pretty much trying to steer away from that. But at the same time, like, I don't know, man. I just want to make sure my whole team eats. That's really what it comes down to. I want everybody to be there. I want everybody that was there from day one to be there because they know how to handle me and how to deal with everything. I'm not really trying to like walk away from what I've built, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Helped build, you
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
In order to be selfish on the side, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm really just trying to bring everybody with me so that way we can continue to do what we've been doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? As long as there's enough for everybody to have their slice of the cake, man, I'm happy with it, to be honest with you.
Right.
But,
Well, what you said is something that I don't hear a lot of. I've asked that question 100 times, and I've probably gotten, 50 different answers. The one answer that always comes up is that, I want to make sure that I make some money and that, my family's straight. But I never really hear the whole team. You see, and the team thing is real big to me.
loyalty is a must.
Team is a must. So saying that is a beautiful thing because everybody will say that all the things they want, but they don't really think about the team. And when I talk about team, I'm talking about the guys that's trying to help you put the music together, the guys who's on the road with you. Way before the money came along, they were there doing everything they could.
Shows, still recording in the closet. Definitely, they deserve it just as much as I do.
Yeah, that's right. If you had to say, in terms of how many songs do you have recorded, what's your catalog about how many songs?
I mean, as a solo artist, or
as a solo artist.
Okay, as a solo artist, I mean, I'm in a good. At least I know I'm over at least 200 songs all together. Maybe not all finished and mixed and mastered, but recorded, ideas put down, all that. I got folders on folders, that's for sure. I got enough music to drop a whole bunch of shit. It's just I gotta go back and fine tune everything. You know how that shit goes.
I understand.
Especially from years ago, listening to it to now, it's like I progressed so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not trying to dip back into the old, but at the same time, it's only old to me.
Yeah.
So I gotta be able to look at that and see what I can do with it.
You got a song that I love. Okay? Everybody I let hear the song, love the song. Song is called Operator. Okay? And everybody love the song, Operator. And when I say everybody, if I've let 30 people hear it, then there was 30 people that loved it. Okay? I've played the song over and over in my vehicle. I've had this visual in my mind about a video. Matter of fact, your man J-Dot reached out to me, asked me about writing the treatment on the video. I'm excited about doing that. I'm excited about doing that. You know,
I love what you did with that Karma video. First Karma video.
Oh yeah. I enjoyed writing videos. Writing some of the videos I've written. The scripts for Burger videos was fun. And I immediately want to ask about operating video, but I didn't want to cross the line, and so it just was amazing that J-Dot hit me about it. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for that. I'm gonna start working on it. So I've been riding and listening and putting it all together, and so that's something I'm gonna try to have within a week. That song, man, is a really good song. I think it's a song that people can relate to. That's one of the songs that you're singing on, you know. And the song is. It's kind of strange how the song is pretty basic in terms of the message, but yet still deep. You know what I mean? Because it's dealing with relationships. It's dealing anything that pulls at our emotions.
Exactly.
And so tell me a little bit how you came up with that.
Out of experience, man. I swear I was going through it whenever I wrote that one. That's really what it came up to. It was pretty much just about, you know what I'm saying? I had a chick that I was talking to, and she was just, I don't know, I kind of felt like she was too good for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's pretty much like that whole thing where I was like, I didn't feel no connection because I felt like I was holding, like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, like, there's no point in running it because I'm no good for you type shit. But I know now I slipped on that one, you know what I mean? Like, straight up slipped on that one. Don't never underestimate yourself.
There you go. Well, you heard it from Mister. All right. Never underestimate yourself, and always understand the value of relationships. You know. I think we all have had some situation in life where we underestimated the power of a relationship, or for some reason we just we relented from moving forward on maybe selfish grounds, or maybe we knew we just wasn't prepared, you know. And sometimes maybe we care enough for the person to know that we ain't no damn good, so, you know, so we take an escape route, whatever it is. But Operator, man, I want to reemphasize to you that is a really good song. Several songs on the CD that I'm really liking. People know me. I don't like shit. People know that about me. I don't like shit. All right, because after managing Blood Raw, after managing Kaya, and running in some of the circles that I ran in, because during the Blood Raw era, I was constantly around the CT studios, the Thug Mansion studio where Jesus did most of all his early recording, leading up to his deal with Def Jam, and even afterwards. What people don't realize is that you can run into anybody when you was in that CT clique. So I heard a lot of people record. I heard a lot of people mute, and so I was hearing so much music, not just from major artists, but some of the underground independent artists that was hanging around there who just passed the CD out to everybody. The talent was amazing. And so my ear became trained to what's really good. And so I came up with the idea that when I listen to music, I don't say, well, I'm listening to Mr. CD, but I'm not going to be as hard on Mr. as I am when I listen to Jeezy CDs coming out next month. I'll judge you just like I judge Jeezy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
That's one way I always looked at it. Is I always looked at other artists as just, you know what I'm saying, like all, like even mainstream artists is just like, you know what I'm saying, local artists to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all the same. You know, we're all in the same category. We're all doing the same exact thing. You know, so we're all making music. So when I listen to other people, like I said, when I listen to Burst, the shit is the same thing as like I'm listening to like Nelly, or if I'm listening, you know what I'm saying? Because Bird's in my top 5, to be honest with you. You know I
was going to ask you this. Well, I'll tell you this. I was going to ask you, as far as underground artists, you know, because I like to ask underground artists about other underground artists. Underground artists, who are some underground artists that you like, other than I know how you feel about Burger. But other than Burger, what other underground artists have you heard that you like and you respect as an artist?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of them, to be honest with you. There's a lot more talent to me, I feel like, in the underground than there is in the above ground.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can name off a handful of them, but To be
Give me
honest,
3 of them right quick. Just give me 3
alright,
of them.
well, you know what
In
I'm
no
saying?
special order. And if anybody out there gets left out, then I told Mister just give me 3. And and then and so don't feel bad if you left you out and later on you talk about it.
Yeah,
But
I mean, like, let's see, we got Tom G out there. You know what I'm saying? Tom G's a beast.
Tom G's
a beast. I feel like he's gonna make a lot of noise.
I agree with you on Tom G. Tom G. I already said is one of the very best rappers. When you just talking about a cat that straight up can rap,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? In our underground scene, there's no doubt about it. And like you said, I always Burger's a guy that just pulled at me, man, and I just it just it's amazing. And it's, you know what? And I'll come back to you, but that's what I love about underground. With the underground man that for whatever reason that don't get noticed, that we don't know about it. If it wasn't for us being in the underground, we wouldn't even know about it. So the talent is there, and people's got a million ideas. And I think every now and then, an underground artist who's pushing his music, a major artist, and it's happened before, a major artist heard that and did a spin off of that record, and it's been successful. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, literally, because I'm one of the people, like, I listen to a lot of local music. Like,
a lot of local music.
You know what I mean? I haven't really, dipped out to a whole bunch of other places underground, you know what I'm saying? But around there, like Buddy Roll, we got, you know what I'm saying? We got a couple other artists that down there, like, you know what I'm saying? They're making noise, you know what I'm saying? So we all got to get up out of it.
By the way, y'all free Buddy Roll, man. Free Buddy Roll.
I'm pretty sure my dog came home.
He came home already? All right, that's what's up.
He got about like a week before I did.
That's good. That's great. I like Buddy Roll.
I do. I like his he's real live. You know what I'm saying? Like his energy. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. I like that. So.
Buddy Roll, and I like Buddy Roll as an artist. I like him as a person. What I have to ask now is, if you can do a feature with any major artist on this earth, who is it that you would want to do feature with?
So that's a good question. See, I don't know. It probably would be Tech, to be honest with you. Just I feel like we come up with something ham-bone. I feel like it wouldn't even make sense almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we would be some good shit. Either that or I don't know. I would love to do some shit with Trick Daddy. To be honest with you.
Okay.
I would like Trick Daddy.
I'm a Trick Daddy. Fan. Trick haven't done a whole lot here lately, but I'm still a fan.
Yeah, I mean, that would be one of the things to do, you know what I'm saying, just for the sake of doing it.
Because one thing about it, I'm going to always respect Trick as not only just his talent and skills as an artist, but I remember when Florida was not respected. We were known for just booty music. That's all. And Trick was the first one to make Texas, California, New York, and say, oh, now Florida got a bona fide rapper, a guy that's talking about something that can really rap. Before Trick Daddy, the only thing they knew us by, all respect to Luke, but they knew us by Me So Horny and all the Luke dancers and Two Live Crew and all the other Luke groups. That's what they knew us by, which was very successful. But they just didn't give us credit for rap.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. They didn't look at us for lyrics. They didn't look at us for you know what I'm saying, actual, you know what I mean, hip hop rather than just dance music. You know what I mean? Because that's definitely one thing I always noticed is it took a while for Florida to be able to get put on the map.
Oh yeah.
So we still working on it. Let's put it that way.
Right. Tell me about it. Super producer. Who is the great name, by the way? Probably one of the best names since one of my favorite producer names was the group, the producers, the Justice League.
Yeah.
All right. I love that name, and then the super producers come out. So tell me a little bit who they are and a little bit about them.
I mean, super producers made up with J Dot and Country Boy. You know what I'm saying? Both, producers, recorders, a little bit more for me, you know what I mean? They're almost like my brothers right there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was in a group in like 2006. I was into pretty much like 08, 09. But whenever I had got out the group, decided to do my solo thing, I pretty much came and linked up with the super producer. And they was already doing music with Berg and pretty much any name that was running through Brevard County at the time. You know what I'm saying? They was already pretty much doing it like back then. And now it's like they put me on board. They pretty much took me in on it and been working with them for like, 3-4 years now. I ain't got nothing good shit to talk about them boys. You know what I mean?
Super producers are relentless. Tons and tons of tracks, and that's where the success come in.
The Street Heats. They had all the different volumes of the Street Heats, the straight drops, and and all the mixtapes. They flood the city. That was the one thing about it, is we always flooded the county with music, especially local music and the new hip hop that's starting to blow. You know, it was all mashed together compilations. Everybody had something to listen to every 3 months, 4 months. We were dropping a new volume.
Right.
So I mean, that was.
So, people, I'm not just here with Mr., who I respect, really like as an artist. Y'all know C. Wicked. I don't just jump up and just co-sign anybody. I really do like the music that Mr.'s putting out. Some of the stuff from the past, some of the stuff from the present. I know he's going to continue to put out big stuff. Look out for the new video, the Operator song that he's going to be dropping. The video is going to be, the script will be written by yours truly. But remember these producers' names, the super producers. J. Dot and Country. You need to find a way to get in contact with these guys. They're doing great production, great music, and again, that's another cosign. I'm gonna move on, Mister, and ask you this. I hear there's a tour that's being put together. From what I understand, there's a couple different promoters that had a real interest in your music, that like your music, has contacted your management about putting together a promotional tour. All right, and I understand how promotion tours work. I know that there's very little money involved.
Yeah.
But the first thing people got to understand, for somebody to come to you and want to do a promotional tour, even if it's not a lot of money involved for you, still they have to like your music, even come to you. You know, so that is a big deal in itself. Where, in terms of cities or states, anything you can tell me about?
Well, I know we pretty much gonna make a big ass triangle, man. We gonna hit I'm thinking Valdosta. I think he said I know we hitting Gainesville again. We're coming back here. I think we're going around Tampa areas. You know what I'm saying? Mobile, I think is
Mobile, Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to a couple spots. You know what I mean? Places I haven't been yet. You know what I'm saying? To be able to do anything. So it's definitely a move I'm ready to make.
Right. So you're in that perimeter. You're in that perimeter, Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. You do like three
exactly.
states.
I'm trying to get these little 3 states real quick and start making some noise down here, man. Because like I said, I feel like I've been keeping myself in one place for too long. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go somewhere else with this. So
here's a good question, a tough question. Why should anybody listen to your music?
I mean, to be honest with you, that's one thing.
Let me interrupt 1 minute. I can go listen to Burger.
Yeah.
I can go listen to Tom G. I can go listen to Papa Duck. I can go listen to Frank Lenny. I can go listen to Iceberg Billion. You know, I'm naming all these guys underground. I can go listen to M. Beasley in Tallahassee. I mean, why? Why should I take my time and go listen to your music when I got all these other underground guys that's doing good music? Why you?
Shit, I mean, I feel like I'm just one of the relatable type people, you know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of things that a lot of people been through, so I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's just pretty much, I feel like people can just relate to what I'm talking about, not to mention, shit, I don't know, it's good music, you know what I mean? Really, when it comes down to it, it's good music, you know what I mean? It's different. I'm really not trying to do what everybody else is doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always find myself listening to certain music, and then I'll make some music, it has like no type of really genre to it when it comes down to it. Like, I'll listen to a song or a beat and think, all right, I want to make like a dance track or something to it.
Right.
It'll come out completely different than what I was like expecting to make, but in the end, it sounds good. You know what I'm saying? It's just completely different from what I thought it was. It's almost like building it from the bottom up.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I really think that if people want to listen to me, they're gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I really don't have a reason, you know what I'm saying, why people should. Like I said, I know it's different. So I mean, if people are gonna love me or hate me, that's really what it comes down to.
I think they like you.
Yeah.
You know, but I like to always ask that question to artists because that's what we face in the underground movement. Is that many artists already in the underground movement that people already know about. All right, and when you look at the Florida market, this is what people fail to understand. When you look at Georgia, if you don't count Atlanta, I'd be willing to bet you that you can't find 3 artists, not even 3 in the whole state of Georgia, that's doing paid shows on the regular. Not more than, I'd probably even say 1 is probably doing paid shows in Georgia if they don't live in the Atlanta district. Okay,
Atlanta's big.
You know, in the whole state. But and same thing goes for Alabama. You go to Alabama and you'll find guys like my guy Poke Dog that lives in Selma, Alabama. Shout out to my boy Poke Dog. You'll find a couple of guys maybe in Birmingham or Montgomery that's doing a little something. But overall, there's nobody who's consistently getting money. You take Florida, all right. You got guys that's getting money either anywhere from $2,000 a show to $5,000 a show. And you just count these guys. You can take Berger, Iceberg Billion, Frank Lenny, Papa Duck, Tom G. You probably can go on with Lil Key. You can start talking about the guy that's out of Pompano, Choo Choo. Yeah. You got MBZ out of Tallahassee. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You probably got I'm just. And if you truly want to talk underground, you still can count the guys like Briscoe, even though they are affiliated with a po' boy Cash Money. It's still not a major move yet. Yeah. So you got all these guys, at least 10 guys, that's getting money on the regular in our state. So it's a tough move. So that's why
it's a lot of competition.
Oh yeah. It's competition.
I know it. You know what I'm saying? My show game's serious though. That's really one thing that set me apart from a lot of people. It's my show game. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. That's one thing.
I saw you perform at club levels. I saw you at club levels in Brooklyn one time, and I was sold. Yeah. Great performance, great energy. Just magnetic to the crowd. I don't do very many interviews. I requested an interview because I had such an interest in the mixtape, and people know the power of a cosigner's business is very valuable. Yeah. And I'm stingy with my cosigns. I don't just cosign everything and the reason why I don't, because when I press my button for things to happen, I want people to move for me. And if I'm like the little boy who screamed wolf and say, oh, this is hot, then after a while people won't believe anything I say. But now I'm in a situation where I've been that when I say, hey man, pay attention to this, people listen and they move because they know their wake is not just going to jump on everything. So I am again talking about how much I like you as an artist, and I'm going to be looking forward to working with you, man, and trying to help you out. My man J Dot, in country, like I said, they're both the super producers are friends of mine. J Dot is unbelievably driven with his project. I mean, like he's kept a visual on you. He's kept you in the minds, rather upfront or subliminally, in people's mind over and over again. So I love what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. I give him the utmost respect, bro. I'm definitely proud of that when it comes to the business and the things, man. He definitely took it. You know what I'm saying, to the next level for me, bro. I appreciate that for sure. You already know what time it is, what hour it is.
Yeah. Well, in this business is the one thing about it is that if you cannot maintain persistence, you lose. If you're not persistent, then you lose. I think one of the main things we look in the underground scene when artists are hurting for also budgets as an issue. And I tell people though, although the budget may be an issue, there's some things that relationships can do for you that money can never do. Like me. If I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. So there ain't no money you can give me to fuck with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of situations like that, but I do got a couple that I ain't fucking with you at all. If you come to me about business, okay, how much money you got, I don't fuck with you. Because I know somewhere down the line it's going to go bad anyway because I don't fuck with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the power of relationships, I know I've had artists that needed something and they was calling somebody about it, and then they later found out I had a relationship with that person. That person was not answering their calls, was not responding. Once I made a call and said, hey man, listen, my man been calling, like, oh shit, see Wakely, damn, if I didn't know it was your boy, man, hey, let's go. Yeah. And matter of fact, no, don't worry about the $500. Let's get it done for you. Yeah. And I know the same things happen to me. I moved for some people and did things I could have charged for, but I didn't because of relationship. There's a respect factor there.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's really what it comes down to. Respect, right? Gotta keep it 100.
I want every artist out there to understand that if there's 10 steps in this music game, if there's 10 steps to success, no one will be able to skip one of the 10 steps. There's no way to skip it. You could perhaps get through your 10 steps faster than another guy. It's like an athlete. Some going to run faster than others, but they still had to run the whole 100 yards.
Exactly.
You feel me?
You might get to the 40 in 3 seconds.
Exactly.
It's still a running game.
So based on your budget, based on your team, based on your relationships, based on your talent or your grind, those things can all help you get through the 10 steps faster. But there's no skipping any steps, and every guy that's tried to skip them, it's been failed.
Exactly. Skip one, you're gonna fall back.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. And I'm basically coming to the end on the interview. If there's anything you want to let the people know in terms of how to contact you or anything of that nature, then maybe you need to tell them your contact and whatever you got going on new.
Definitely, like I said, like he said, just dropped the new CD, the No More Mr. Nice Guy mixtape. I said, working on a whole bunch of new shit. We about to drop something new, hopefully within the next couple months. We got the operator video coming in, so
yes, sir.
I'm ready for that. I've been ready
yes,
for that. That's
yes,
one thing I've been slacking on is these videos. I'm about to flood you guys. At the same time, if you want to go check stuff out, man, I'm on Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, you know what I'm saying, under Mr. 321, / Mr. 321. I'm on Instagram, Mr. 321, Twitter, official Mr. official _ Mr. actually. Then on Facebook, I'm Mr. Grind Time, and we constantly putting new stuff up, so if you want to go check things out and follow, you know what I'm saying, get everything situated, we putting more music up for y'all, more videos, more just everything pretty much. Like I said, we about to flood everything, so check it out for sure.
Well, listen, my man Mr. here with C. Wakely. Glad to have the interview. Everybody out there, all you underground artists is going hard, man. Y'all keep pushing hard. Don't let anybody discourage you. If you got family members, spouses, girlfriends, whatever it is, anybody, friends that discourage you from your music saying that you can't do it, do not listen. Keep pushing and keep going hard and keep praying to God, and believe me, it will come together. Just do not give up no matter what. I'm honored to be here today with my man Mr. Artist that I really like, that I really believe in. Y'all be checking us out. Look out for the operator video coming up. Hey man, glad to get your time, brother. What's up, man? What's up?
Let me come out.
Yes, sir. That's what's happening.
Absolutely.
Too much running through my mind, got me feeling guilty trying to make you mine. I can't help but feel like I'm just gonna waste your time. I don't really wanna be the one to cross that line. See my head splitting